Good evening. Today is Tuesday, September 30th, and the time is 5 p.m. I'm Laura Jacobson, and this is the CamVox Times Late Night News. As Cameroon approaches the October 12th presidential elections, one decisive question stands before the nation. Will Cameroonians place their trust in proven leadership or gamble on the empty promises of political chameleons? Tonight, we turn to our political analyst, Dr. Julius Taka, who has been covering the election from day one. Dr. Taka, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Laura. Fellow Cameroonians, this election is more than a contest. It is about the soul of our nation, truth versus deception, continuity versus betrayal. For over 43 years, two men, Bello, Bouba, Maigari, and Issa, Tchiroma, Bakary, held positions of influence in the shadow of President Paul Biya. Yet despite decades in power, they never once set foot in the northwest or southwest regions. They ignored the West. They ignored millions of citizens. What does this reveal? That when they had power, they chose silence. When they had opportunity, they chose neglect. And when they had responsibility, they turned their backs. Now, suddenly, in election season, they reappear, parading as redeemers, posing as saviors. But can we trust men who forgot entire regions of our nation?
Taka raises a striking point. What is leadership without presence? Can a politician truly claim to serve the nation if he ignored entire populations for decades?
Exactly. In the West, our chiefs and traditions were invisible to them. They never crossed the Sanaga River to honor our culture. In the Northwest and Southwest, home to millions of English-speaking Cameroonians, not even a symbolic visit. Not one hospital, not one road, not one project. Imagine if they had once come to Bamenda, to Buea, to Kumba, to Bali, to Limbe, to Mamfe. Perhaps even a single promise would have been fulfilled. But they did not come. They did not care. And now they ask for your vote? This is not leadership. This is opportunism.
Why such absence? Why such silence? Some observers suggest it may go deeper than neglect, perhaps even bias.
In the three northern regions, their political base is nearly 90% Muslim. In the West and Anglophone regions, over 80% are Christian. Could it be that Bello and Tchiroma calculated these regions did not matter? That they saw Christians, Anglophones, entire communities as expendable? I do not accuse, I ask. And voters must ask too. Is this oversight or deliberate neglect?
Tough questions. And as they reinvent themselves, Dr. Taka, you've called them political chameleons. Why?
Because their record is clear. When in power, they praised the government. When out of favor, they became critics. At election time, they suddenly become champions of the people. This is the pattern of demagogues, to say whatever pleases the crowd, to shift with the wind, to never hold a steady vision. But Cameroon does not need demagogues. Cameroon needs loyalty, truth, and service. President Paul Biya has shown consistency. Bello and Tchiroma have shown only convenience.
Consistency matters. Stability matters. For voters, the question becomes, who has delivered and who has only shifted with the tide?
Fellow Cameroonians, ask yourselves, if these men ignored you for 43 years, why would they remember you now? If with ministerial power, they failed to build one road in Buea, one hospital in Bamenda, one project in Bali, what miracle will they perform as presidents? Their words are not commitments. Their speeches are not leadership. They are empty rhetoric, ambition dressed as service.
And now, for our Francophone viewers, Dr. Taka delivers his message in French.
Ni Bello ni Tchiroma n'ont jamais mis les pieds dans les régions du nord-ouest ou du sud-ouest lorsqu'ils servaient dans le gouvernement Biya. Pendant 43 ans, ils ont ignoré nos communautés. Et maintenant, ils se présentent comme candidats à la présidence. Mais Camerounais, posez-vous la question. S'ils vous ont ignoré pendant 43 ans, pourquoi se souviendraient-ils de vous depuis le trône présidentiel? Leur discours n'est pas un projet de société, c'est de la démagogie, des caméléons politiques qui changent de couleur selon leurs intérêts. Mais un peuple sage ne se laisse pas tromper par des illusions.
Thank you, Dr. Taka, for that hard-hitting exposé. This has been the CamVox Times Nightly News. As the October 12th elections draw near, remember, history, consistency, and proven leadership matter more than empty words. For fearless analysis and breaking updates, Follow us on all social media platforms. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. The CamVox Times, your voice, your power, your future. Good night.